Okay, so today, why don't we show a glimpse of how the new Zelda game is shaping up?
Sure.
Oh, and it looks like it's sunset already.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the SaveState. I'm your host, Landon Barton, and joined with me is Derek Owen and Garrick Enright. And today we're going to be talking about Nintendo showed off a new gameplay trailer for the Wii U edition of Zelda at the Video Game Awards this past week. And, I mean, what did we really see in that gameplay?
I would say it was a few new details about the total game, but I think the biggest thing they showed off was just a bunch of minor features.
Well, yeah, I think the minor features and then like a big,
which were awesome,
like kind of showcasing a little bit more of the world and what you're going to be experiencing.
We get to see.
Let's back up for a second. We saw some awesome stuff.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you seem really excited about it.
It's the first time I'm actually excited for something probably on what we're recording here. So
fair enough. What was the last Zelda that you guys played?
I've played all of them except for Skyward Sword.
Except for Skyward Sword.
I've beaten everyone.
I played Link Between Worlds, the last one I played. I didn't do much of Skyward Sword, though. I didn't really enjoy it.
I haven't played a handheld Zelda in a while.
I haven't beaten any for handheld except for maybe one.
I've never beaten any. Except for the Nintendo 64 or Ocarina of Time remake, but I've played almost all of them.
Beating a Zelda is an achievement in itself.
Especially on handheld. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I didn't play Skyward Sword because just I don't know. I don't have.
You don't like birds?
I hate birds.
Really?
Yeah, I got birds everywhere.
He hates birds. All right. So what were you most excited about that they showed off in this trailer?
Finally, graphics are not cell shaded.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not
getting back to a little bit more of the. It's not quite as dark as Twilight Princess,
right?
But it's getting there.
It's getting there. I don't know. Like Ocarina of Time set it up so like they took 64 to just good graphics. I mean, it's 64, so you know it's comparable or not comparable, whatever. But and then I feel like they took steps back and they hit Wind Waker and they went cell shaded. I know you love Wind Waker and it's.
Yeah, Dirk loves Wind Waker way more than me.
Yeah, that was a good game.
He's obsessed with it.
I love endlessly sailing on a boat.
It was pretty. Come on, it was pretty cool.
It was pretty cool.
It's awesome on the
All right,
Wii U.
I mean, it was all right.
If you don't be a chump and you get halfway through the game, you get fast traveling and you don't have to do the sailing anymore.
True. This is true. This is true.
Garrick Enright, local safe state chump. There we go. So for you, it's just the graphic fidelity. What about you? What were you most excited about?
I think seeing the map was probably the most exciting part of the trailer.
Agree, 100%.
Yeah,
but there was a bunch of new features that just shows how much effort they're putting into this game that make me really excited.
They specifically said that they're focusing on some of the smaller details, and one of those is they made a pretty good joke in there where it's like horses don't naturally run into trees.
You're not touching it.
Yeah, and I won't hit any trees. Real horses don't run into trees very often.
So we're going to make it to where your horse will not run into trees.
Which is genius.
Yeah.
Why is this not happening in every other game? It's just so common sense.
If you remember that archery thing from, I think it was Ocarina of Time, where you have to be on your horseback and you have to hit targets, that was the hardest thing. You're like running and then you're so like into the wall.
I wish they would have done it on Wind Waker. Boats don't naturally run into islands, you know? Like.
Yeah, that's how you dock. That's how you get off. Don't you know anything about sailing?
So beyond that, the other small feature that they added into this is when you're riding on Epona, if you want to hit your targets, it's easier because the horse can auto like kind of run, so you can take a little bit extra time to line up your shot or swing your sword or throw your boomerang or whatever you need to do. But also if you jump off of the horse, you go into slow motion.
Bullet time.
Which really allows you to line up your shot.
Neo from the Matrix. You
really do.
Yeah.
I see. And you're in slow motion while jumping off the horse.
Yes.
Wow, easier to aim.
It's like when I say that, I'm like, that sounds really lame. It should not be in a Zelda. But when I see it, I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Cool. And it makes a tiny metallic noise, so now you hit the target in the right spot.
Which is slightly counterintuitive.
Phew.
So the video in general, the voiceovers were odd choices.
Translation's always different.
Yeah.
Super excited.
I think they were more excited than the actual guys they were translating.
If you look at this map, you see, wow, I just lit a beacon.
That's exactly it. And then What I did like, though, at the very end of the video, Nintendo needs to start doing this more often in their videos. They kind of like teased the upcoming titles too.
Yeah.
Like, they need to keep reminding us that these games are coming out because it's easy to forget what Nintendo has in the queue.
I forgot Star Fox was coming.
Yeah, I didn't realize it's coming so soon. Like, this game's coming out next year. It's
Before
like,
this game.
But what about Star Fox? He's like, oh, you would bring that up, wouldn't you? It's like, yeah, Star Fox is coming out before this game. And he's like, don't forget about Majora's Mask either. It's like, yes, keep doing this. Keep reminding us what you have going.
I will say, I really hope that this game, you don't shape change. I don't like playing Zelda as not Link.
That's what I like about Majora's Mask.
Majora's Mask was okay because at least I was a humanoid.
Yeah.
I did not like being a dog or a wolf or whatever it was.
I could see that.
I agree with Garrick on that one. So what are there any concerns with what they showed off?
I didn't see Navi.
I have one concern.
Or Navi. She's my favorite.
I don't think she's coming back. Are you being sarcastic?
When am I not?
I could tell that he was sarcastic immediately. I was just like, I'm going to stare.
I have friends who actually do like that character, so I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure.
Listen! God damn. I just wanted to put her in a jar and just leave her. But that's the only one you can't catch.
Do you know the plot of Majora's Mask is 100% you trying to find her again? That's the only reason Link goes adventuring.
Wow, I didn't realize that. That's been a while.
That's why he's roaming through the woods.
So, back to the Wii U edition, though. Any concerns, specifically?
I wish they would have shown a little bit more about the story, but I mean,
there was basically nothing in the story.
As far as now, I have no concerns right now.
That's one of the things I'm concerned about because they're going open world and they say that they're not ushering you through a storyline. You don't have to play a storyline, and then it's going to fall into the same pitfall that I think Skyrim and Fallout and all these things have.
Ooh, shiny.
Where you're running around and you're like, oh look, there's something I need to go destroy. Yeah. And then you go over there and you get 16 side quests. I have a feeling this mission's
going to be the temples are not in chronological order.
Yeah.
Like I think that A Link Between Worlds was the same way.
Yeah, Link to the Past was that way.
It was
kind
cool.
of do it in any order.
It was cool, but at the same time, I didn't like it because it didn't require the dungeons didn't get progressively more difficult because it didn't require items from the previous dungeon to do.
Right.
So in the other games, the puzzles get harder and harder because you're using like 3 or 4 items to do it.
Sure.
But in Link Between Worlds, like this dungeon's the hammer dungeon. I just need a hammer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
and you get it up front.
Yeah,
instead
I'm worried
of,
about that. Yeah, you just rent the hammer and you go do the hammer dungeon.
My one and kind of really only concern with this is that they're making this open world. They're making it a little bit more. It's very easy to compare this to Skyrim. What I didn't see
Crayola
Skyrim. What I didn't see in this gameplay trailer was a lot of stuff. You know, when they're running around, there was not big enemies. There was not big, like you saw a portion of the gameplay where you saw some horses running around. I want to see more of that stuff. I want the world
see a town.
to feel.
I would like to see.
I'm sure there are
because
they only showed us.
We didn't see any people.
I want to see if it's going to be a loading screen in the town or if I literally just ride into town because that would be cool.
I doubt that. I bet they'll just be like it'll just load in the floor.
Yeah, I know.
So,
but how cool would that be?
Yeah, I mean that's my biggest concern is that I just want it to feel full. I mean, granted, they only showed a very small corner portion of the map,
right?
But if this feels like an empty world, then I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So that's my and only really concern. Other than that, I think it looks gorgeous. I'm really, really excited about it.
That kind of falls in the same open world pitfall that I have. Is that map is so big, there's so many things to do, but yet you feel like there's nothing to do.
Yeah.
I
don't know. Maybe that's just me, but
so
I mean, you guys just said so.
I like to agree to you.
Yeah. All right, so any last thoughts on Wii U Zelda?
I'm excited. I hope it doesn't get delayed.
Yeah.
I want more about Star Fox though, because I'm really excited about that.
With Star Fox and Zelda and these kind of games coming out, I'm mildly compelled to go get a Wii.
Yeah. Right now is a great time to buy a Wii U. I actually urge people to. I think it's a great
Smash
system.
Brothers is awesome.
It took me a long time to realize that, but it's a good system. So before we wrap up, favorite Zelda, what is it?
Ocarina of Time. Well, Link to the Past is pretty legit.
I feel like this should be an easy answer.
It's between Wind Waker and Majora's Mask. Probably Wind Waker.
Why would you pick those two?
Because I actually really like those two.
Wind Waker's a great. Wind Waker's a great game.
Taste.
I'll pick a strange one.
I've played all of them.
Minish Cap. I actually really like Minish Cap.
I have a hard time with handheld games. Or handheld Zeldas. I cannot finish them.
Yeah.
I played about 3/4 of a Minish Cap, and then that was it.
Yeah, I really liked it. So there's what we thought of the Wii U gameplay trailer that they showed off at the Video Game Awards for the next Legend of Zelda. Let us know what you thought of it in the comments below, and we want to know what's your favorite Legend of Zelda game. Thanks for liking, watching, and subscribing, and we'll see you guys next time.
And how much do you love Navi?
Bye, guys.
What? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the SaveState. What are you...
Busting a move.
Give me a little motivation. That's okay, bud. Bean dip.